Okay, so if you're wondering why I was getting a haircut, it's because my hair looked like this. Yeah, so please enjoy the finale of the rest of my haircut before we embark on a really fun trip throughout northern Greece. And here is the final result. My hair felt so much lighter, you guys. There was so much hair that had fallen to the floor after this. I didn't really get a picture of that. So I'm really excited. I'm in Athens right now, and we're actually heading on a 2-week road trip throughout northern Greece. We're gonna hit a ton of spots like Metsovo, Portaria, Kastaria, Edessa, and Meteora. So a lot of mountain village / coastal towns, and then also a fur factory area, and just a lot of other cool things that people wouldn't really think of when going to Greece. Because I know Greece is known for their islands, and also Athens, their historical architecture, but this is something entirely different. Actually, the areas that we're going to border North Macedonia and Albania. So even culturally, they are a little bit different than the rest of Greece. So this is part 1 of the video. We're not gonna show you the whole trip in this video, but we're gonna mostly show you parts of outer Athens and then also Portaria, which is in an area called Pilio. So on our way to Portaria, we saw a lot of farmers driving their tractors to Athens to protest. So Greek farmers have been very angry at high production costs, and so they were going to set up a roadblock campaign to take their protests to Athens. Representatives said protesters would drive their tractors to the capital for a rally on Tuesday. Okay, so we're in Portaria right now. It's a mountain town in Greece. It's very close to a place called Volos, and we're going to explore for the rest of the day. So far, we came in last night, and it was really fun. The mountains were really misty because there was a ton of fog rolling overhead this morning, but last night when we came in, when you go to a mountain and the air is really crisp and cool, it's my favorite part of going to mountains. So that's what it felt like coming up here. So last night we kind of just explored for a bit. Apparently there is a road in this village that we're in where the Centaurs used to travel through. And Centaurs, if you don't know, are the mythological creatures where, you know, you have the human body, but then they have the horse legs or like partial body as well. So it's really cool. There's a lot of cute little trinket shops. There's a herbal tea place that we'll show you later. We're actually at a cafe right now. We came here last night and had some really good tea, locally grown tea up here in the mountains, and we're gonna go show you the rest of the village a little bit later. So stay tuned. The air is super crisp and cool. I feel like life is also a lot slower here, and I don't want to romanticize life here. I'm sure people have their own struggles and difficulties, but I do find that people just kind of move slower, and they're a lot more fit and healthy and happy, I just feel like, compared to Athens, because we were in Athens for a while, and I just feel like it's a major city, so it's always go, 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 versus here, people have like their little chicken farm, or they have goats. There's a bunch of dogs that are just roaming around that kind of belong to the whole community, and it's really cool to see. I don't know, I'm just really enjoying it here, and I'm carrying like a bunch of stuff, but we have like all of our gear, my camera, the drone. Monis is holding the drone. We went to this cute little tea shop too, and she had a ton of teas that are locally grown and dehydrated here, a ton of different herbs too, and then naturally made lotions and essential oils, kind of my favorite type of place to go to. So we bought some tea that's really good for relieving. It's a really good anti-stress tea, so I'm super excited to try that. And the food here is phenomenal. It just tastes so fresh. And I already feel like coming to Europe, the food tastes really fresh. But then on top of that, going to like a mountain village where a lot of the food is locally sourced, it's just amazing. I'm so excited to be here. I just feel so much happier already from 24 hours of being here, and it's been raining. I'm not a fan of rain, and it's raining and I love it here. So this is our hotel room, and this is where we'll be staying. We're actually going to ask if we can stay here for a couple more nights, because we always do this, where we don't book the hotels in advance, and then we end up really liking a place. And so in the past, we've actually booked the hotels in advance, and then when we ended up liking the place, our hotel was booked for another place the next day, and so we ended up losing money because we wanted to transfer and stay in the same place. Anyways, the point is, we haven't booked our hotels ahead of time. We really like this place, so we're going to try to extend by 2 nights. So we're going to go downstairs right now and ask very nicely, because we were upgraded to this room without paying the full price. So we're going to ask very nicely if we can be upgraded again for 2 more nights, also so we don't have to move all of our stuff. And we don't have to pay a more expensive price, because it's been about 50 euros per night here, which in this mountain town is a pretty decent price, honestly. So let's try that out. Okay. So we just found out that they accidentally left the MasterCard in our hotel room. So we're going to try to use that as a negotiation tactic to try to get a better upgraded room. Okay. This is the room that we got upgraded to, guys. It was so pretty. Don't be deceived by the small bed. It had a really cool glass bathroom, and then it also had an upstairs area with a TV and couches. We don't really use the TVs in hotels because we have our laptops and streaming services, but it was really, really nice that they were able to allow us to stay here for half the price. So our view was pretty cool too. I don't think we got a great picture of the view, but you guys probably get the gist of it. Here's the upstairs. As you can see, it's just like a little attic, and it was just nice to have that extra space. We mostly used it for storage. So we are on our way to go to Centaur's Trail, and apparently that's where the centaurs, the mythological creatures, would go on every morning. That would be the path that they would take. So we're gonna go do a hike up there. I'm very bad at walking backwards. Like, look at the stones. I don't know when these stones were laid, but they must have been laid hundreds of years ago. Okay, you guys, so this is the start of the trail of the centaurs. This looks so beautiful. So pretty, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed with this. I don't even think you can see how pretty it is on camera, honestly. It just kind of takes you back to like when you're watching medieval movies. So we found this really cool tea place too. It had mountain tea, so locally grown herbs, and there was so much to choose from. We ended up getting the immune boost, the anti-stress, and the Kashmir tea. I loved all of it. We're gonna actually order 10 more packs, and they even had a lot of natural products as well, and some cool teapots. So they had some natural creams, natural oils, essential oils. Honestly, I wanted to buy pretty much everything in the store as soon as I walked in, so we couldn't spend too much time there. Even the shopkeeper was really cool. She didn't really want to be on camera, but we ended up filming the rest of her shop, and she was totally fine with that. There were also lots of shops around the area with homemade jams, pastas, lots of just locally grown homemade foods, and it tasted like the most fresh food I've ever had in my life. Just amazing. Just amazing for the taste buds. I absolutely loved it. Would highly recommend trying the food in this area because you won't like any other food when you get back home if you do. Hope you guys like this vlog. It's a little bit different than the vlogs I've done in the past. I've done some talking heads, but I wanted to do more of like a story to show you guys what's going on in my life and just some cool things that I've learned along the way. Let me know if this is the type of video that you want to see, and if not, well, I'm so open to doing different types of videos, but this is my creative outlet. As you guys know, if you've come from my main channel, I love my main channel, but this is my creative outlet to kind of just talk about random things in life, what I'm up to, my journey, and hopefully just inspire others to also do something that they love and create this life that they really want to live in, or create this life that they really love. I know those are other people's slogans, so I don't want to take other people's slogans, but it really is important to create a life you love. So catch you guys later.